Hey guys, it's Jim Bounds again at Motorhome Rehab Ranch. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. And for you guys that are weekly participants in this, I know this bedroom thing is turning into a novel, and I'm gonna knock these out pretty quick because we got something big coming up. But bear with me on this stuff because there's some of you guys out there that are following every one of them. And understand this is for the database. It's not for us right now. It might be boring right now, but somewhere down the road, somebody's going to be on the database and going through every one of these, okay? So just bear with me on this stuff. And also bear with me, guys, that are on a weekly basis. For those folks that are on YouTube that find me, thank you very much. This QR code may work, because it looks like it's showing up backwards. But if it does, it takes you to our Patreon site, Motorhome Rehab Ranch, where we're building this database. We have over 700 videos in our database right now about everything having to do with the GMC. So I invite you to get involved with Motorhome Rehab Ranch, maybe become a ranch hand and all that kind of stuff. And if you do become a ranch hand, and a lot of you have, since the last video, have stepped up and picked up the colors. Thank you. It doesn't show it in this picture, but here is better color. It's a kind of a khaki color, and it has our QR code on it, so you can tell the people about it. So go take a look at that. And where is it? It is on our new website. Came up this year, January 1st, motorhomerehabranch.com. Okay, so go there. We've got a lot of things going on. Like right now, we have a split screen. You're seeing me in the projector, but pretty soon I got Mike coming over. We're going to be doing a green screen, so it'll be a lot more interesting. And so just bear with me. A lot of stuff coming on. Website is basically a template right now. It's got a lot of things in it, the t-shirt, and also you can sign up. We're going to go to the GMC Spring Convention. I know it's backwards, sorry. It says 2026 Spring GMC MI Convention, and it's going to be in Vidalia, Texas, not Vidalia, Georgia. Vidalia, Texas. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you go to gmcmi.com, go down to their upcoming events, you'll go to this page and you can read all about it. I'm going to be there, and actually what we're going to be doing is the week before the GMC International Rally is going to be on the 21st through the 26th here. 21st through the 26th. The 17th, 18th, and 19th, we're going to have a Ranch Hand Rendezvous rally in Bessemer, Georgia. Georgia, jeez. Mark, kick me. Bessemer, Alabama. Bessemer, Alabama on the 17th. We'll be dry camping the 17th, 18th, and 19th, or that weekend. And then we're going to be loading up, or whenever we get bored, we'll be loading up and we're heading to the Louisiana International Convention. So the next video I do, I'm going to get rid of these bedroom things. The next video I'll be doing, I'll give you some more particulars. But if you're going to be on vacation, or if you can't make it, come the weekend, 17th, 18th, and 19th of Bessemer. If you can take a week off, I'll see you the 21st through the 26th at International in Vidalia, Louisiana. All right. Before we get into this, I know all you techno and mechanical geeks have got to be going crazy with all this glue I'm shooting and all this kind of stuff. But I just wanted to show you this. This is a carburetor that one of the ranch hands just got from my carburetor guys at Guaranteed Carburetors. And no, this is not painted. This is not painted. This is how clean it comes. And it comes, they have it set up with a electric choke because you'll be blocking your crossovers. Give the boys at Guaranteed Carburetors in Largo a call. Tell them I said hey, and tell them you like one of the carburetors set up the way he's been setting it up for me for 25 years. All right, little advertising for them. Good guys. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be building this cabinet. Now, if you guys that are cabinet makers, the next couple of videos, the next couple of pictures, about all you're going to want to see, because you're just going to go in there and whack this thing out, and I understand. It's a very, very simple cabinet. All right? But if you're not, if you're more of a do-it-yourself guy and you know, that kind of thing, this is a very, very simple cabinet. Basically, it's just an L face. You know, this one has the problem is peeling up. The pieces are coming off of it. And what's happened there is the glue is let go. It's literally, I mean, plywood, its half-life wasn't 50 years. You follow what I mean? So, and in the back of it, all the rubber's falling apart, all the rubber's falling down. And but you can see this is the square base in the bottom of it, right there. So you can just build this box and then put a face on it. That's really all it is. Yeah, and you don't even have to build the box, because today with glue and staples and things, the problem with this cabinet is this finish, this wood finish they have on here. They couldn't put screws or nails or anything like that through it, or staples or anything. It wouldn't look right. Well, what we're going to be doing is, the cat decided to come over and take a look at what we're doing. Well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building this cabinet in a very, very simple do-it-yourself fashion. Matter of fact, we're going to be using one piece of 3/8 inch plywood. Okay? Now, again, you cabinet guys are going to watch what I'm doing here and go, oh my God. But you see what I'm talking about. And for you guys that, you know, maybe all the thing you have is a jigsaw and a tape measure and things, just follow what I'm doing here. So the first thing that we're going to do, all these pictures are going to be on the bottom of the Patreon page that we do this, okay? So, but I just literally took that cabinet and laid it on the top of the plywood, got the cat out of the way, and drew it out. Here's the top, here's the front, and these are the two side pieces that are inside. Okay, now, jigsaw with a good wood blade in it, some clamps if you're going to hold it, straight edge, cut your curve, cut all your pieces. Take some wood glue and staples. You can see the stapler over there. Harbor Freight stapler and my little air gun. Okay, my little air compressor. And do your uprights. Just build it, staple it together, and there you are. Now I made this area, the open area, a little smaller, and I'll show you why. But this is a 3/8 plywood cabinet, very inexpensive. All right. Say, well, why don't you do more than that? Well, I used to have a shop, and I used to just say, hey, cabinet maker, go make me this cabinet. And he'd go over there, and there'd be some noise, and spit out, and it'd be beautiful. It'd be perfect. Well, don't have that shop anymore. Okay? And for a lot of you guys that don't have that kind of capacity or ability, you still can build this stuff. All right? On the top, originally on the top, you had back in this blanket locker right here, you had a 110 outlet, right? Well, we're going to do something a little more than that. This is a plastic panel that can come out, and we can put switches and outlets and things like that in it. That goes over there. I'm going to cut it in, and now I can take that panel out, wire it, and put it back down, so I can service it. And underneath there is 110. We also have 12 volts under there, right? All right. So here we go. We're fitting it into the coach. Now you can see, as before, we had the blackout with the stars, the starry night stuff. Oops, where am I? Sorry about that. Pushed the wrong button, guys. Yeah, see that the pattern all blends together. Like right here, we're looking at one, two, three panels. Now there are the little aluminum H moles in between hold them together, but the pattern all blends together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cover this blanket locker also with that material, because I use staples in the top. So this wood is going to have to be covered. I could cover it with laminate, right? But what I'm going to do, because the bedroom that I'm building is going to be completely covered with this material, that's what I'm going to put in there. All right. First thing we do, just like we've been covering everything else, you lay the material on, put it half, glue it out, move it over. There you go. Now I can go through every step, but then again, this thing would be another, 6 or 8 episodes. But you can take it. You've watched the videos I've done before about glue and the materials and stuff. So we cover it up. Here we go. So my bedroom is going to have the wood grain. We have some more wood grain coming in just a second. But it's going to be 2 colors. Now think about this. If everything was this stuff, it would be like a polka dot room or something. It'd be crazy. You have to break it up. You have to have at least 2 colors. But if you go with more than 2 colors, and these are confined spaces, so if you use more than 2 colors, it gets kind of busy. So our color is going to be this color. If you step back and look at kind of gray, okay, and wood tone. Make sense? The blanket locker has a false floor, so I'll still be able to get into all of this stuff from the top. Here's your false floor. Now I'm going to cover this piece right here. I'll be covering that. But you can see here, this is your false floor, and then when you take the false floor, tilt it up, you'll be able to get to everything in there. Make sense? So there you have it. You can see right here, this tilts up. Now I left a gap right here to let some air get in there. If you put pillows or sheets or things like that in there and you lock them down, they get kind of moldy. You need to let some air get in there. So we have a gap right there. All right. Now, a lot of ways to do this. Okay. A cabinet maker wants to do a curved edges, radius edges right here in the front. Many things to do. This is just about the simplest way, the simplest cabinet you can make, and the simplest way is to cover it, not even to paint it, just cover it with something. And that's what I did here. I'm going for an idea of a bunch of wood tone and a bunch of these little starry nights that make all the pieces blend together. You'll see another one I'm going to do. The next video is going to be, and it's just the next day or two, is going to be about the window treatments. You can see the windows behind there. They're framed out, but nothing's been done to them. So we're going to be doing window treatment video next. It'll just be a day or so. Now, on the other side of the footboard, now this thing holds a 76 by 54 inch bed. In the late model coaches, there is a footboard. It's about that much. To be honest with you, that mattress, if you get a 76 by 54 inch double mattress and you put it in there, it's so darn tight. To make it up is just difficult, okay? So my personal bias, subjective opinion, is to build a panel like this and just come below the window with the panel, insulate it and all that, and leave that lower area down there. Leave that lower area for right there. Leave that little lower area there for the mattress to go a little bit further so you have a little bit of room. It's not quite as tight. Does that make sense? Okay. I really feel that it's really, the mattress is just too tight. I mean, if you've ever tried to make it, you'll appreciate what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Well, look, guys. This video is, if you're going to build any other cabinets or anything like that, use the same process. You don't need to go too crazy with it. But if you do have the ability to do it, and you know how to build cabinets, the question isn't what to do; it's where to stop. I know a lot of folks have been working on their coaches for years. It's not that you can do it. It's, do you have time, and is it important to do it all? Think about that one. That might be a little heavy for you, but it's a pretty important way to go. All right. So think about what you're doing, because this, some people have this as an object of their frustration, and that's what they're doing for their fun and their day off and all that, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But my opinion is, their motorhomes are made to get out on the road. Let's get this thing done, and let's talk more about April. And let's all get together and have a good time with our motorhomes, because that's what they're about. Well, good. Thanks again. Thanks for your support. Give me a call. Leave a comment. If you're on YouTube or on Patreon, leave a comment. It makes me feel good. At least I know you're there. All right? And I hope to see you at the GMC International. All right? Well, that's it. We've burned enough time now. Talk to you on the next video. And the next video we'll be doing on the window treatments. Talk to you then.